Okay, whether you are a single woman or not, you are going to find my next guest here today very, very interesting. I'm joined by Nazarene Hines Starr, who believes for black women looking for love, a Jewish man is the way to go. She details her reasons in her new book, Why Every Black Woman Should Marry a Jewish Man. Nazarene, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Now, we've heard women of color come forward before and say black women need to move beyond just dating black men. But why do you say it should be a Jewish man we should be looking for?
Well, Jewish men, from the time that they're born, they get a lot of community support and lots of training in manhood. So when they're at that age where they're looking for a wife, they've had all their ducks in a row and they know what they want, and they're great husband material.
Okay, and you also said, I read some of the reasons that you laid out, something about them really waiting until marriage to have children.
Yes, that's part of their culture, that you find a right person and then you settle down and have kids.
What about when it comes to the roles in the house and who brings home the bacon, so to speak? Where does a Jewish man fall when it comes to something like that?
Well, they're pretty traditional in general. But for professional women, they're good with, working with you and making sure, if you want a career or you want to work part-time, you want to stay at home, they're usually pretty flexible with that.
Okay. Now, you followed your own advice a while ago, so you're married to a Jewish man, but you did earlier in life date, black men.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you gave up on black men? How do you explain that time in your life and where you are now?
Well, I wouldn't say I gave up on them, but I just decided that I was going to look beyond black men and see if I could find my Prince Charming and, somewhere else. But I wouldn't say I gave up on them.
Were you specifically looking for a Jewish man when you decided to go beyond black men?
No, I just, I met my husband on an interracial dating site, afroromance.com. And, we clicked. We have a lot in common. And so, we talked for a while and then we started dating and we fell in love. And the rest is
a fairy tale. Well, some people, I'm sure you've heard that there have been some people who have criticized your book and what you have to say. But how do you defend that? What do you say to people who say, oh, she's bashing black men and so on and so forth, the negatives?
Well, some of the black men actually should be bashed. They have contributed to the low marriage rates in our community. And we really all need to, take a step back and look at why. And simply just blaming black women for it that's not the way to go. So I think I'm hoping that we can start to move as a community, to cure this low marriage rate problem that we have in our community.
So when you say black men are to blame for that, do you put that kind of research in your book? Because, people are going to say, what do you mean black men are to blame? What about black women and the choices that they make?
Well, yes, some of us make bad choices, but a lot of us are forced to date in a depleted dating pool. And that's what, you end up with. So I'm thinking I want black men to step up to the plate and become better mates, so that women are not stuck with, husbands that are not, they're subpar.
Nazarene, people are going to be mad at you, girl. They're going to be mad at you. Okay, so let me ask you this. What does your husband, who's a Jewish man, what does he think of your book? Has he read it?
He's read bits and pieces. He loves it.
Yeah?
He's my Prince Charming, and I talk a lot about that in the book. He loves that idea.
How did the religion mix? You were raised Christian. He's Jewish. How did you work that out? Because there might be a lot of black women who look at your book and want to do this, but the religion part of it might be difficult.
Well, I think as long as both people can share in each other's culture and religion, then they'll be fine. It's just you have to be open-minded and realize that not everyone in the world is going to believe and think the way you do. So you become more open-minded, and you can bring your kids up in a multicultural, multi-religion background, and then when they grow up, they're more apt to be, respectful of other people's religions and cultures because they've seen you do it in your marriage.
Did you convert to Judaism, or did you consider it?
I have considered it, but for now, we're just, we're going to participate in each other's religion.
Mm-hmm. Do you all have children together?
Yes, we have a baby, Hayden.
How old is Hayden?
He'll be 2 in January.
Okay, so how will you raise him, as a Christian or Jewish faith?
For now, we're going to raise him both, and maybe by the time he's a teenager, we'll see where he's at.
So kind of let him decide?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
Hanukkah and and Christmas for years to come?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, so black women who are going to read this book, there may be some or many who want to take this advice and find themselves a Jewish man. Where do you find a Jewish man? Any tips on that?
Well, there's J-Date. That's it.
You don't have to be Jewish to sign up, which is
no.
a dating website.
It's a dating website. Or, there's other interracial websites. I think I would start there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, participating in what you like to do is another way to find people that, that you may have a lot in common with.
Okay, and then if they happen to be Jewish, then move in that direction.
Right, yes.
Okay, I got you. Well, Nazarene, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And the book is Why Every Black Woman Should Marry a Jewish Man. Every black woman? Every black woman? Really?
Yes, I think so.
You think so? Well, because you found your Prince Charming and
Yes.
he's Jewish. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Jackie.
Okay, for more on this topic and other things about women and single women, go to my website, singleandlivingfab.com.